Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Martin. Welcome to EDX 435/635. This is about how to teach students with emotional behavior disorders. I wanted to give you a short tutorial of how to navigate our Blackboard site. So when you open Blackboard, the first thing you'll see is our homepage. This is where any announcements will be that I have sent. So a couple days ago I emailed y'all, sent this announcement about when the course will be opened. All of the announcements will be here. Anytime I send an announcement through Blackboard, I also elect for it to be sent to your email. That email is the one associated with your Blackboard account. So that is typically your USCA email. So that is our homepage. Then on the left menu, this is really all of the options that you'll need throughout the course. The first option that you'll definitely click on this first week is the Welcome Start Here page. And this has this video that you're watching, but also any of the information about how our course is designed. Our course syllabus is here, so be sure to read that. You will read my expectations. It talks about teams, and it has my contact information. To sum this section up, please log in regularly. I expect y'all to be working with your teams. This is not an isolated course where you're just going to be working self-paced. That's not how this is designed. You'll have assignments due every week for your team, as well as individual major assignments. So in a second I'll talk about the calendar, but this is not a self-paced course. You'll be working together throughout the entire time. You must also please submit work on time. Obviously, due to COVID, we'll have some flexibility if that unfortunately might happen. If you get diagnosed with COVID, just keep in contact with me. But on the syllabus, there is the late policy, so I'll go back to it and just highlight that for y'all. It's a letter grade per day, so just be mindful of that, please. Of course, email me if extenuating circumstances happen. That's life, but just keep me updated. You will be in teams throughout this course. You'll be analyzing a case study together. As a team, this is a kind of a large class, so your teams will have about 6 people in each team. There'll be more information about this under assignments that I'll get to in just a second. This is another important piece of information on the Welcome Start Here page. This is your course calendar. You can get it from this link or this link, and that tells you exactly what I expect throughout the course, week by week, but also day by day. So you'll notice Thursdays and Sundays are the 2 days that you'll be submitting work. So you'll have teamwork due every Thursday by midnight, and you'll have major assignments and team feedback due at the end of the day on Sunday. And then our calendar explains our module, what's due on Thursday, what's due on Sunday, and what's due on Sunday. If you have any questions, please let me know, but here's the calendar for the whole term. Also, when you finish reading the syllabus and the calendar, if you'll click the syllabus statement, you'll just write a submission of that you've read it and that you acknowledge the late policy. If you have any questions, just put them in that little journal as well, and I'll get to them. Then this is just a little bit of information about me. Look at Lily. That's my cat. Isn't she the cutest thing you've ever seen? That's just a little description about me. And then the link to our first module, excuse me. So that is this page, and then you'll notice all of the other options over here. Modules is going to be an important option. This is where the modules for every week will be. So obviously I have them hidden right now, but you'll be able to see them. You'll click on them. Every module is organized in the exact same way. I'll have a little welcome blurb and what is this module about. I will repost our schedule for that specific week, and I will tell you exactly what's due for that week at the top of the module. And then we'll have the content for the module that you'll go through. There'll be links and things. And then I always link the assignments for that week down below too. So your modules are a really good place to kind of keep you organized. Assignments. here's all of the information about the assignments. Again, I link the assignments in the module that they're due. But if you need more information, this is a good place to start. So like for our welcome videos for the first week, we'll click on the directions. You're going to create a video with your name. You're going to respond to these 5 questions, and you're going to give us your preferred email. That's an important one, especially for those enrolled in 635, because often I think y'all prefer your district emails. So just put it in your welcome video. So if we go back to assignments, you'll see most of all the other assignments are available to you just because most of them are continuous. So for instance, you'll do these 3 the first week. You'll do elevator speeches every week after the first week. Your case study project is an every week thing. Your lesson plans are due at certain dates, but really depending on your practicum and your classrooms. Your analysis of student learning will be based on your lesson plan implementation. You'll have a cognitive behavior therapy presentation. And our grad students, those enrolled in 635, have a special project too. So you'll see all of our assignments here. And then you'll see our teams. In this one, after you enroll, you'll only see your team. But if I hit Team A, it'll have everybody's name here once y'all enroll. I just want to go to group discussion board, and I've already organized all of the things that you'll be submitting throughout the semester. So your team contract will be due during week 2 or module 2. Here you'll post your strengths and weaknesses and things like that. Let me go ahead and explain a couple of these assignments while we're here. So your elevator speeches, and if you click it, I've already organized this for you too. These are going to be essentially what you learn from the modules. So this is kind of our checks for understanding that you've done the module. If you have any questions about the module, this is where you'll post them. So everybody will post their their elevator speech videos, and then we'll all respond to them. This also might be a time when you decide, oh, I need to explore something more in-depthly. This was really interesting to me, or man, I have a student who would really benefit from this. I need to do some more research and digging. That's something that you could absolutely describe in your elevator speech too. So you'll be posting those weeks 3, 4, 5, and 7, and 2. And then for your teamwork, because we're still in the team discussion board, you actually are going to have a case study that I'm going to give you about a student who might potentially have an emotional behavior disorder, and all of her data will be given to you related to behavior. And so what y'all are going to do is identify strengths and weaknesses with her, develop goals. You're going to actually dig into the research and figure out what that says and what can be helpful for this student. You're going to develop present levels and goals, and you're going to write an IEP. Now, the most important thing about teamwork is that you are submitting individual assignments every week on your team discussion board. This is not like if we're doing the goals, you're not doing 3 goals all together. Every single person is writing 3 goals. So the team part of it is you're giving feedback to that individual person. So at no point are you ever submitting something as a group. You are submitting something individually, and then we're all providing feedback to you. I do that to make sure that we all know how to write an IEP, for instance. So those are your teams, and that's I just wanted to point that it's already organized for you when you get to your team discussion board. So I just want to go back. So group discussion board is what it's called. And then you have your grades, which we'll post all of the grades here for you to see. So essentially, Welcome Start here has all of our basic information, our syllabus, our calendar. Our modules are where you're really going to spend most of your time every week. Remember, I reiterate what's due here. I also provide the content, and then I link the assignments also. And then assignments, if you want more information, it's also where I have the rubrics for all of your assignments. So for instance, the SEL is due. It's a very short assignment. Well, the module's not short, but the actual reflection is short, so it's only worth 10 points. So you'll see all the rubrics there. I highly recommend you review the rubrics before you turn in anything. So that's assignments and then teams. So that's really where you'll hang out. The first week, you'll have an assignment that links to the discussion board, and that can also be found under discussions, but this is the only time that we'll be using it throughout the whole course. The whole class discussion board will just be for the welcome videos. All right. Just some logistical information. I always email you on Mondays and Thursdays. I email you Mondays to get you ready for that module and tell you what to do that week. I email you on Thursdays to remind you what's due Thursday night, and then also to remind you what is due by the end of the weekend. I also grade typically Mondays and Fridays. I do have multiple classes, so sometimes it takes me more than one day to grade. But if you get behind and you turn in something on like a Tuesday, I really may not see it until Friday or Saturday. So if you need me to see it right away, just email me and I'll be glad to. If you get behind on your discussions with your teams, under your teams and under your team discussion board, again, I may not see it because once I grade it, I don't really go back until we have another team assignment due, and then I'll notice that this is bold and there's new information or new threads. Again, if you just need me to see it right away, just email me and I'll be glad to look. But I don't get notified if you have new discussion posts. So if you get behind, you just need to kind of keep me updated. I'm really excited to be working with you. This is a really kind of a fast-paced course. We'll end on Lily. Please email me if you have any questions at all. I think that I'm a fairly quick emailer. Especially during the work week. So I do check my email a few times during the weekend, but it might be a little longer wait to get a reply. So looking forward to working with you all. I'll post my welcome video a little later in the week too on the discussion board, and I'm looking forward to watching y'all's. Thanks.